Do you want your rent payment to be at the top of their A pile or at the bottom of the bills they're not going to pay on time? That $10 rent coupon becomes very powerful, and you will see that January will become the best month to receive your rents.
You're listening to 5 Hour Real Estate Week, where you'll learn to consistently buy real estate in only 5 hours a week. So if you're ready to invest in real estate, achieve financial freedom, and own the lifestyle you deserve, even with your job, this is the show for you. Now, here's your host, Mike Butler.
Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the 5 Hour Real Estate Week podcast. My name is Mike Butler, and today's episode is part 5 of a 5-part series that we're wrapping up on simple, cheap holiday gifts to make you a hero in your business. So the previous episodes, I'll just go through the titles of them. And if any of those ring a bell with you, go back and check it out, because I like to, before pulling the trigger on anything, I like to study it, evaluate it, see how I can kill 3 birds or 4 birds or 5 birds with one rock. Okay. And so I want you to check it out. So part 1 of this 5-part series was having a company holiday party. There's a right way, a wrong way. I'm going to share with you lessons that I've learned, the mistakes that I've made, and some of the things that I do that has just been a surprise and very, very powerful in building relationships and helping your real estate business and your family and your vendors and your staff, everybody get along, love one another, and let's tee it up for another wonderful year. In fact, the benefits of the holiday party, I'll let you in on a tip on this. My tree service guy, we had a big, bad ice storm when I was out on a cruise one time with my bride. We had 700,000 people, households, 700,000 households in my state without power. My tree service guy calls me up at 6 a.m. that morning, says, "Hey, Mike, where do you want me to start?" Oh my gosh, he had a lot more bigger customers than me out there, but because of the holiday party and how I guess he perceived him feeling very valued, that was awesome. So part 1 was company holiday party, do's and don'ts, when to schedule it, where to schedule it, what to pay for, what not to pay for. Part 2 of this 5-part series, I intended to make it part 1, but it was too much in part 1, is the room setup and how to set up the room properly so it's effective, what to do at the meeting, what not to do at the meeting, how you address your guest. And that is a very powerful session. So that was part 2 of the 5-part series, just a couple episodes ago. Number 3 is gifts. Okay, so we can spend an arm and a leg and just waste money. I don't want to do that. Remember I said before we pull a trigger, let's see if we can't kill 6 birds with one rock. You're going to love the gifts episode. So go back and listen to that. And then yesterday we did part 4, which was the 10 for 12 strategy that I have on money borrowed from individuals, private lenders, but primarily those creative finance deals. Well, I got some kind of seller financing involved. And so go back and check that out. That was yesterday's episode, part 4 of this 5-part series. And it's a 10 for 12 program. And you're going to love that one. Okay. And so go back and check that out. And what's beautiful about it, if you check it out, you can see that you can apply many of those strategies throughout the year and not just at the holiday time. And then here's number 5 for those of us who love our long-term buy and holds, okay, with your great residents there. And this is what I call the holiday rent coupon. And let me tell you something that I screwed up on when I got started. Okay, when I got started, remember, those of you who know me for a long time, I got a paper route in the 7th grade, and I'm the oldest of 7 kids. I got a paper route in the 7th grade so I could pay for my PhD, my private high school diploma. But Larry Goins calls it public. We got private. And then that paper route was handed down to all my brothers and sisters so they could pay for their private high school diploma. And so I grew up in over by Churchill Downs, blue-collar neighborhood in my hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. And I couldn't relate to people renting. And so I had a job when I was in high school, along with the paper route of bagging groceries at Winn-Dixie as a supermarket chain. It's still out there in southern Florida, or in Florida, maybe southern Georgia, maybe a little bit of Alabama. And so I thought it was kind of cool. Everybody got turkeys for the holidays. And so what I did for Thanksgiving, and I screwed up. Remember, Les Nessman on WKRP in Cincinnati. Well, I take my hard-earned money, okay, and this is while I had my full-time job as a policeman, okay, here in Louisville, Kentucky, and I went and bought turkeys for all of my tenants, and I went over to give it to them, let's say on Tuesday or Wednesday before Turkey Day, not realizing that they had to do stuff. So these were fresh butterball turkeys, and I had them in grocery sacks and maybe even in a box. And I was shocked that nobody was home. Well, these are little 2-bedroom rental houses I bought that I had on my paper route. That's my comfort zone. I didn't want to get outside of that. And so if they weren't there, I left a note on the door, left a turkey on the front porch, and I felt like Les Nessman. So I did that with all my tenants. And then only to come to find out, boy, then I started getting some phone calls and voicemails and all that. That's back when we had bag phones. You remember those? And even the brick phone. And what had happened was most of the tenants, 2-bedroom house, they left town or they went home to mom and dad's for turkey weekend. And so dogs in the neighborhood got a hold of them daggone turkeys, tore them all to heck. And they had a mess, paper bags and bones and stuff all over their porch. It was a disaster. So don't buy turkeys. That's why. Oh, I learned my lesson on that one. So the holiday rent coupon, I've been using that for probably going on, I'm guessing 30 years, and the thing works. And before I show you this, for where you can take a look at it if you're watching the video version of this, I want you to ask yourself, stepping into the shoes of a buy and hold investor, you got rental properties, okay, long term, not the short term. What is the worst month to collect rent from your tenants? You got the whole year to look at. Which month is the worst month to collect rent? Well, I asked myself that same question, and not only did I ask myself that question, I also experienced it. If you get folks to think seriously about it, their knee-jerk reaction, oh, December. No, it's not, because rent's paid the 1st of December, okay? The worst month's January. So how can I make January the best month for me to get paid all of our rent? And I came up with this. It's called the holiday rent coupon. And so I'm going to remove this little notepad thing so you can take a look at it and it'll help me describe it to you. So here we go. So the holiday rent coupon, you can choose whatever denomination that you want. But if you can see your screen, you can see I've got 3 of these coupons to 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And at the top it says Season's Greetings. And these are $10 off holiday rent coupon. But read the fine print on this, okay? So Season's Greetings, we wish you and your family to have a safe and happy holiday season. $10 off holiday rent coupon. This coupon good for discount on January rent through 1/1 of 2023. Void with payments received after January 1st of 2023. Big bold letter says your account must be current and paid in full. You must complete the form on the backside to redeem your holiday rent coupon. And so just like a $10 bill, it's got the number 10 in each of the 4 corners of this little certificate, if you will. Okay. And I got 3 to a page. And so we print those out double-sided. Now, if I go over here to the backside, we got a bow on it. And on the backside of each one of these, it says address. That's the way we track them, right? Then their name, their cell phone, their email, and an alternate phone. And the reason for that is to update their contact information. Once again, let's kill 3 birds with 1 rock. So you might say, okay, Mike, but a $10 rent coupon, well, that doesn't mean squat. Well, it does to them, especially in today's world with inflation the way it is, utility bills cranking up and all this and that. So what I want to do, okay, let's backtrack, hit the rewind button for just a second here. On the 20th of every month, I don't care if you got 1 tenant or if you got 5,000 tenants. On the 20th of every month, we send a monthly statement to every tenant on the 20th of the month for a couple of reasons. One, it's a reminder that, hey, your rent payment's coming up the 1st of the month. It's a 10-day reminder, with the exception of February, 10-day reminder that rent's due on or before the 1st. And in this situation, think about that, December 20th, now 5 days before Christmas. In December, let's send it out on the 19th. Because this year it happened, Christmas is on Sunday. I started to say 25th, no, dingbat. It happens every year on the 25th. Okay. So let's send it out on December the 19th, and you're going to put this holiday rent coupon. Are you going to do it with every single tenant? No. You get to pick who's going to get the holiday rent coupon. And I'm going to say, give it to your Aunt B's, the A-plus tenant, the ones that have been there a long time, the ones that don't cause you any problem. Think about the 80-20 rule, the 90-10 rule. 10% of the folks cause all your problems. 90% are wonderful. Okay, so you're going to get to pick and choose who you're going to send that to. Now, remember, their account has to be current, no lease violations. They got to be a quality tenant, and you're going to slide that in with their monthly statement that goes out. But Mike, we don't mail monthly statements anymore. Okay, that's fine. Well, attach it to your email. Put it inside your email that you send to them as a monthly reminder of their upcoming January 1st rent payments due. Okay. And I promise you, okay, text it to them. Send it to them any way that you can. You get to pick who gets it. Does it have to be $10? No. Once upon a time, I did 25. I might have done 50 for some until I said, you know what? I don't need to do that much. $10 works just fine too. Okay. So $10 does work, although the value of it's gone way down. And make sure you get it out to those who would appreciate it. Now, they're going to get this on the 20th, 5 days before Christmas. Do you want your rent payment to be at the top of their A pile or at the bottom of the bills they're not going to pay on time? Because guess what? They're going to go do Christmas shopping and stuff. So their kids will have a good Christmas and this and that. So that measly little $10 rent coupon becomes very powerful, and they'll put your monthly rent payment on the top of their A pile, and you will see that January will become the best month to receive your rents. Okay. So, that's awesome. So go back and check out all this 5-part series. You need to have simple, cheap holiday gifts to make you a hero. Okay. And the season's greetings, $10 off holiday rent coupon. That's a home run there too. So with that, we're going to wrap this one up. And right now in their ever-changing market, folks are not refinancing anymore because the rates have gone through the ceiling. The Feds raised the rates last week. They're going to raise them again 2 more times, and it's getting ugly. We've talked to bankers, credit unions, real estate attorneys, title companies, mortgage brokers. No more refis. Poof! They've just disappeared. Who in the right mind would refi 3% fixed rate loan? Nobody. Okay. So here's a huge opportunity for you. I want to give you the opportunity to learn how to take over payments on these super low fixed rate loans, to do it legally, to do it the right way, and do it the safe way. Go to jumpingloans.com, jumpingloans.com, and enter coupon code JUMP22, all small case, JUMP22, and you'll get 50% off right now, and we'll ship it out to you the next business day. If you like what you're hearing so far, please do the follow, the subscribe, share it with other fellow investors and friends. Get my book. It's the #1 bestseller business book on Amazon called Landlording on Autopilot. You'll love it. And I guess that's about it. Stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one. Adios.
Glad you joined us for another episode of 5-Hour Real Estate Week. The best thing you can do now is put this information to action. To help you get started, Mike created a free resource for you called How to Buy 50 Houses a Year, Even with Your Job. Download it now by going to mikebutler.com/50 houses. And we'll see you on the next episode.